Good morning, and once again, welcome to our attendees in the Board of Public Works hearing room who are with us here physically, and to our participants on the Zoom platform. If anyone has any commentary on any of our public comment or any of our items this morning, if they're here physically in the room with us, please fill out a speaker card located in the back of the room on the table and submit it to me. If anyone is on the Zoom platform who wishes to offer commentary, public commentary or comment on any of our items this morning, if you would kindly press *9 to raise your hand, *6 to unmute, identify yourself for the record and which items you'd like to speak on. I will record your name for the record at this time. Can I get verbal confirmation from one of our panelists, Hassan or Bert, if you would kindly unmute yourself and just let me know that you can hear me.
Good morning. Yes, I can hear you. This is Bert Munkelblest.
Awesome.
I can hear you too. Thanks, Hassan.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Bert and Hassan. Appreciate it. Appreciate the confirmation. And we should get started in the next 5 minutes. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Grab a seat. Have a seat.
Too long.
You want to slide in there?
Oh, I gotta go to the boys' meeting.
You can step there. Like what? Here. You better go because they call public comments fast, too. Sit down, Papa. You're okay. Sit down. Yes, sir. Somewhere, obviously, we're gonna be a few minutes late. Again? Every time I've been in this shithole place, we're going late. Just it happens. Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is, just we'll need to turn this off when the meeting starts. Oh, yeah, I get it. Just the ball. You can have it on. You can't have it on. Yeah, it's on. Okay, fine. We're not in a meeting now. I understand. When the meeting starts. Why is the fatty president always running late, man? It's hard to leave Starbucks alone and get the job. You know how many fucking trains and buses I got on this morning? Two. Fuck stuff. And then it started raining right when I got to Union Station off of Metro. fucking bitch didn't put the numbers on here. How the fuck she expect me to read this agenda? Because I love you too much, baby. Because I love you. You get any cards filled up? Get to fill out cards? At the back of that. What do you mean, oh, you don't mind grabbing an agenda and bring me some public comment cards? I can't go back because you want a pen? Thank you, sir.
What do you want now?
Public comment cards and an agenda. Looks like we're gonna be here all night. Fuck it. I got all the time in the world. I don't fucking work. I got all the time in the fucked up world to exercise my free speech. You should have stopped those criminals from Los Angeles like that fucking monkey Mark Riddick Thomas here in my agenda.
He's gonna make license plates for our FBI and do a wonderful job.
And what did they say about him? 19 counts, but was convicted of 7.
Early.
What a dumb nigger.
Oh, yes, he is, of course. But remember, now remember, Armando,
Yes, sir.
Jose wants dark meat. He's tired of white meat. Really?
What? Only 2 fucking items? I'm shocked.
There's a 3 and a 4.
Where?
3, status of update on major upcoming street improvement projects. And the other, Gloria relocation status update. Four items, and the lady's gonna stall up this poor gentleman in his nice pink shirt and yellow tie. What a bunch of bullshit. I would just resign from this shit if you can't come on time. Go sit somewhere under the blue moon. Hey, nigga, you give me the call? You know what I got your call? Sorry, I
And four.
got 3, I'm gonna get another.
Thank you, sir.
More. Bear with me.
I got one.
No, I gotta get you.
Here's one.
Oh, thank you. I got it. Oh, thank you.
Where? Where?
That's a good question, sir.
Good morning, everyone. We're just having a small technical issue. We'll resolve it in a few minutes, seconds, hopefully. Thank you.
He's deaf. Greenspan!
Silly things like that. It's our dollars.
I feel insane. My insanity goes up above.
Just a few seconds. Please put yourself on mute. Just a few seconds. Please put yourself.
They got Fat Dory on their location. Is he here? He's on? I mean, he's not here. I've been there since 6 o'clock in the morning. Secret meeting behind Trump Chamber. Yeah, it happened at 8:30. Yeah, I was there. And they stalled me for like 15 minutes like you're doing. If I got $100,000, I sit there too and shut up.
Are we, a few more seconds? We're good. Okay, we're about to start the meeting.
And we are in record mode, President Garcia.
Thank you very much, TJ, and sorry about that. We had just some technical difficulties through our virtual platform. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the regularly scheduled meeting for the Board of Public Works for Friday, April 14, 2023. TJ Knight?
Good morning, Madam President Garcia. TJ Knight, Assistant Executive Officer, taking role and establishing quorum. President Garcia, Commissioner Corsand, and Commissioner Reyes are present. We do have a quorum. We are also joined by City Attorney Representative Mr. Ted Jordan. Once again, I'm Assistant Executive Officer TJ Knight. President Garcia, we have speaker cards under public comment. We have 2 speaker cards under public comment, and we have 2 speaker cards under items 1, 2, 3, and 4 this morning. We have no neighborhood council commentary.
Great, thank you so much for that. Since we do have public comment, I'll take the card that I have here with me, Mr. Mike Greenspan.
While our speaker comes up, I just wanted to alert you, so one of our Zoom attendees has raised their hand, so when the speaker's done, we'll want to check to see if she would also like to make general public comment.
Yeah, let's check that, but I'm going to take in-person private public comment first, and then I'll take the virtual.
Okay.
Mr. Greenspan.
Yes, for the record, do we have a quorum?
Yes, we do. Your time is running.
Okay. Mike Greenspan, the Jew who won't go back to Florida, you anti-Semitic, anti-Christ Catholics. But you guys, last time I was here, Kevin James was the president of the Board of Public Works. And there was this item on Cessna. And I just noticed it was the 3rd time it was on the agenda about a tree removal. Oh, the plot thickens. They opened up the public hearing the 3rd time for the 2nd time on the public hearing. And after all was said and done, guess what? They found out a city employee never showed up at the site. So I gave the then Board of Public Works directions from City Hall how to get to Cessna and Granada Hills. It was a little difficult for me because I'm used to approaching it from Santa Clarita on Balboa Road. But I figure if you guys are getting $100,000 a year, you should be showing up for meetings. And other than the city employee, you people should be going out into the field to look at the site that you're going to vote on. Whichever way you want to vote on it, that's your choice, but I expect you to do more than just sit behind a desk in a building built in 1927 and make decisions citywide. Terrible of me, I know, but I had to talk about it because you're the only board that gets paid. All the others work for free. I expect more from this board. I don't care if you're left wing, I don't care if you're right wing or in the middle. I expect you to do the job, I expect you to give your best effort, and I expect you to go to the sites, even if it means reducing the agenda items from 6 one week to 2 or 12 or 10 to 4 items. So you can have time each week to go and see each and everything that you're voting on. I know it's a very simple thing, but I don't think you guys get it, so that's why I had to mention it.
Please wrap up. You're at 2 minutes, sir.
Okay. I just think, hey, if I were on this board, I would go out to every single site that we'd be voting on and vote more intelligently. Thank you very much. Take your extra time back.
So we have one other public speaker. Mr. Herman, you have 2 minutes.
For the record, I didn't sign up as Herman, so make sure you acknowledge that, fat bitch. What is an honest service? Honest service under Brandenburg versus Ohio, U.S. 395, 444, 1969. I'll state it into the record. A dirty nigger of honest service. Send the Jews back to Israel. Let's give them back to the dark garden. Save America from the dishonest service of LA criminal enterprise. Let's go back to constitutional betterment. bury the niggers. We intend to do our part, give
Mr.
us our
Herman,
state
this is
rights.
general public comment.
freedom
Please keep
for
your comments
whites.
to items within the jurisdiction of the
Well,
Board of Public
I'm
Works.
getting to that point because I want to talk about the niggers who have a quorum of 3 individuals, missing 2, and you're doing the business on behalf of the public, and guess what? Billions of dollars and only 3 people can vote yes on this shit? That's the sad part. That's what got that nigger Ridley Thomas in trouble in the 10th district. Because he was providing all of you fools with a dishonest service, wire fraud, and other issues of conspiracy of corruption. So 42 SC 1983, fuck you, don't fucking interrupt me when I'm talking about a dirty nigger. Because that's what caused this problem. Jose Luis Huizar and that other fucking Jew, Little Englander, Big Ears, who did federal time and a federal pokey because he wanted his brown eye open by the fucking cronies who stamp your fucking license plates, you stupid motherfuckers, assholes, bitches, fat cunt, shithole, pencil neck, rubber
That's not
stamping
part of
motherfuckers.
agenda item.
Please
Thank
wrap
you.
up. You have your 2
I
minutes.
still have time.
Your 2 minutes is now up.
Yeah, ring the bell next time, asshole.
TJ, I believe we had somebody online that wanted to provide public comment as well.
Yes, President Garcia, we do have an attendee on our virtual platform, Silva Blackstone. If you would kindly press *9 or *6 to unmute. I see that you have your hand raised. Would you like to offer public commentary this morning?
Yes, Silva Blackstone, retired retired certified arborist, and there seemed to be a problem with your broadcasting earlier, a few minutes ago.
Thank you, Ms. Blackstone. You have 2 minutes for your public
All right.
comment. Please
Can
go
you
ahead.
hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, that's all. That was my public comment. There seemed to be a problem with it.
Very good. I think we've resolved it. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Can't hear.
Please do not interrupt the meeting.
And that concludes our public comment for this morning.
Thank you very much, Mr. TJ Knight. Colleagues, given that public comment has now been taken, public comment now is officially closed. Moving on to the first item on today's business, which is the approval of the minutes of Wednesday, March 29th, 2023. Is there a second to my motion to approve this item?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Corson. TJ Knight, there's a first by me and a second by Commissioner Corson to approve the minutes of Wednesday, March 29th, 2023.
Very good. And we'll take a roll call vote on the item, starting with you, Madam President,
Aye.
Commissioner Corson,
Aye.
and Commissioner Reyes.
Aye.
All ayes, and the item is approved.
Thank you. Moving on to item number 1 on today's agenda, we do have a public comment on item number 1, and we'll start with Mr. Greenspan.
Now, do I get 2 minutes on every item?
Yes.
Is there a clock that I can
Yes.
look at?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Mike Greenspan, and I'm still here, despite people don't want me around. Terminal Island Water Reclamation Plant. Oh yes, it kind of reminds me of something we have in the valley. It's the Tillman, but it's the Terminal Island version. But Terminal Island also, in my mind, is known for something else, a federal prison. It'll be the new home, perhaps, of Jose Luis Huizar and Curly, Mark Ridley Thomas. So I really want you to get that toilet to tap water in order so they could have some good water to drink, even if it was from the toilet and it's going to their tap. That's the nice word is reclamation or recycled water. But when the reporters put it in the paper like the Daily News, it's the Daily Republican News, it's toilet to tap. And I just like to be a little bit more descriptive. I guess that's why water sales keep going up and up and up, because people don't trust their water supply. They don't trust it from the local jurisdictions. You know, what is that stuff at the bottom? Oh, thank you, Board of Public Works. You didn't quite get it right. I can't help it. You don't get it right, and so you're going to put it down our throat, just the same way my public school used to try to put that stinky yeller fish down my throat on Fridays over a false Catholic doctrine. So shove it down people's throat. That's good. Shit water. That's the only thing I could really describe it. Toilet to tab. I'm glad it's over there in Terminal Island, and I live in North Hollywood. But I'm sure some of it must be trickling down from the Tillman plant. But even though it does, well, it's good enough for Curly, it's good enough for Jose Luis Huizar, and they're going to have a great time with their bat mitzvah.
That's 2 minutes.
Next speaker, starting with the letter F.
For the record, fat bitch. So we're dealing with a contract, and this contract deals with the service for a sanitation bypass project. But I see two CIP numbers here, 8558 and 8559. So I'm kind of trying to understand whether or not you're double dipping on a contract here, the same fucking dirty business that that nigger Mark Ridley Thomas was
Please
doing
stay on topic.
with those contracts. But I am on topic because, as you want me to put it on the record, and I'll put it on the record as it sounds. Fuck the construction for the fucking service of CISCO task order Solution Terminal Island fucking water reclamation plant for the fuck headworks in plant lift sanitation bitch bar screen fuck bypass project. Because the fucking Terminal Island, as I know it, should be renamed Jose Luis Huizar. And maybe we should bypass all that water up his ass to flush all the criminal accounts against him, because he's soon to make a
Again, stay
decision.
in topic.
Yeah, he's soon to make a decision on CD15 on behalf of the public before you fucking interrupt me and let me finish my so-called language of BPW 2023-0212 for the record on item 1 under WOSZT 1147 SZT 11476. Because if not, you're still a fat fucking bitch.
That's 2 minutes.
Do we have any public comment on the virtual platform, TJ?
We do not.
Okay,
That
thank you.
concludes public comment for item 1.
Yes, definitely. Thank you very much. This is a request from the Bureau of Engineering and Council District 15 for a construction services contract Cisco task order solicitation Terminal Island water reclamation plant headworks in plant lift station bar screen bypass project CIP 8558 and Terminal Island water reclamation plant influent headworks bar screen passive bypass project CIP 8559, recommending the board to, 1, authorize the city engineer to use the Cisco and issue task work orders to the contractor for an amount not to exceed $484,000 for the CIP 8558 Terminal Island Water Reclamation Plant Headworks in Plant Lift Station Bar Screen Bypass CIP 8558. And 2, authorize the city engineer to use the Cisco and issue the task work orders to the contractor for an amount not to exceed $254,000 for the CIP 8559 Terminal Island Influent Headworks Bar Screen Passive Bypass CIP 8559. Good morning, sir, and welcome.
Good morning. Okay. Good morning. My name is Faz Malik, and I'm an Assistant Division Manager with the Bureau of Engineering, Environmental Engineering Division, and today I'm here to brief on 2 Terminal Island Water Reclamation Plant capital improvement projects, CIP 8558, the Headworks In-Plant Lift Station Bar Screen Bypass, and CIP 8559, the Influent Headworks Bar Screen Passive Bypass Project. Both projects are part of the Terminal Island Water Reclamation Plant's Resiliency Plan, which aims to minimize plant failure by focusing on equipment reliability, wet weather vulnerability reduction, automation, and power supply resilience. CIP 8558 and 8559 were developed to provide bypassing capabilities for the existing headworks facility in the case of excessive flow events or equipment failure. Currently, the existing influent flow discharges upstream of the bar screens in the headworks facility with no way for the flow to bypass the bar screens. So to address this concern, CIP 8558 will install a 14-inch bypass pipe around the headworks facility in the event the bar screens reach max capacity, giving staff the ability to bypass the in-plant lift station recycle flow to avoid overwhelming the bar screens. CIP 8559, on the other hand, will install 24-inch bypass pipes around both bar screens to enable passive overflow during high influent flow events. We're requesting to utilize the Cisco contract for these projects because it'll ensure timely and cost-effective project delivery, since the Cisco contract allows for adjustments in construction work plans due to varying shutdown times and the needs for plant operation staff. We expect construction to take approximately 6 months. I'd also like to note that the Program Review Committee has reviewed and approved the scope, budget, and schedule for these projects, and that these projects provide great value to the Terminal Island Water Reclamation Plant and the city itself because they're proactive measures to increase resilience and decrease potential vulnerabilities to failure at the plant. So with that said, we're recommending that the board authorizes the city engineer to use the Cisco contract for both projects with budgets not to exceed $484,000 for CIP 8558 and $254,000 for CIP 8559. That concludes my briefing. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your report. Any questions? Commissioner Reyes?
I just want to applaud the efforts because we're being proactive in terms of looking at the in-design and the proper flow and distribution of solid waste so that we can prevent what happened at the Hyperion treatment plant. And at the same time, making sure that we have the flexibility and agility for the project to meet our deadlines as well. So thank you for this effort, and I'm looking forward to a timely deliverable of the project.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Reyes. I don't see any other questions. I don't have any questions. I'm pretty thorough on what's happening here. Thank you for that. Is there a motion on the table to move item number 1 forward and forthwith?
So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner Reyes. Is there a second?
Second?
Thank you, Commissioner Corson. TJ Knight, there's a first by Commissioner Reyes and a second by Commissioner Corson to move item number 1 forward and forthwith.
Very good, and we'll take a roll call vote on item number 1, starting with you, Madam President.
Aye.
Commissioner Corson.
Aye.
And Commissioner Reyes.
Aye.
All ayes, and the item is adopted forthwith.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Have a good weekend. Moving on to item number 2, we do have public speaking cards, and first we're going to go with Mr. Greenspan.
One little thing, did you make a typo on this, on that figure? Is it $8,144,000 or $8,144? Clarification?
It's $814,400.
Okay. Completely different than what I thought. All right. Thank you for the clarification. After all, that's only our money. I know government seems to think when it gets in their hands, it's their money to use, misuse, and misappropriate, things like that. But it's not. It's our money. So hopefully we'll be a little bit more exact on the numbers, but it could have been worse. I was beginning to think I was looking at an $8 million, $100,000 bill, but I'm not. But once again, water reclamation, a nice word for toilet to tap. I mean, I don't usually find myself agreeing with the Daily Republican News, a very biased rag paper. But when they did that catchy headline years ago, that always seared in my mind what really recycled water is. Now, I've been hearing these ads on KNX about water purifying, And one of the things the ad talks about are water softeners with salt. And now I see a word called, well, Los Angeles Glendale Water Reclamation Plant Sodium Hypochlorite Facility Relocation Capital Improvement Project 4200. Are we salting the water? I mean, you guys used to chlorinate the water, and it actually caused me ear infections. And of course, every time I went to the ear doctor, the doctor said, keep the ear dry. Well, if I had kept it dry, I wouldn't have been there in the office. But the problem happened right here, or someplace where the water comes, and it was chlorine. So I'm asking that question about, are you salting the water?
Please wrap up. Please wrap
Okay.
up, Mr. Greenspan.
All
2
right,
minutes.
sorry, they're putting too many additives, and thank you. So I didn't mean to go over.
Thank you. We have another speaker card on item number 2.
Yes, we do. We have a person with the letter starting F.
So we're talking about a process of claiming something. What could that possibly be that we're trying to claim under the adoption of this advertise for the information of Glendale Water? Well, I never thought Los Angeles was connected to Glendale because Glendale is another city outside of Los Angeles. So are we doing a collaboration of this plant sodium bullshit? What is our discount as stakeholders here? And $8,144,000 is just enough to scratch the surface of my ass. So in CD13, I don't know who that fat bitch is, but you know, in CD14, we have a stupid fatter bitch, wetback, that hasn't done anything for our reclamation of how to reclaim stuff that we're losing in our community, such as who the fuck is the asshole in CD14 that doesn't show up to his meetings? I don't know. Let's take
Stay
a
on
guess.
topic, please.
Oh, yeah. Let me go back onto fuck the specification for the fucking submitted board adoption by the fat bitches and the fat authorization of the fat advertise for the innovation of bids for reclaiming water. I'll tell you how to reclaim water. You do it like us Native Americans. Don't shit and piss where you want to reclaim. Go on the outside of the water table or tablet. You okay there, Mr. Attorney? I don't want you to spread any COVID on any of us, because
Please stay on topic.
Please wrap up. That's
well,
2
I don't
minutes.
want to get fucking COVID with somebody getting me sick.
Please
It's
stay
time
on
to wrap
topic.
up. It's been 2 minutes.
Yeah, okay, let me wrap it up. So, under WOS for stealing,
Okay,
Z
2
for
minutes are up.
zealous,
Minutes is
L
up.
for
2
Larry.
minutes are up. Thank you.
1, 2.
Your 2
Thank
minutes
you,
are up.
One,
sir.
two.
Your
I'm
minutes
just-
are up.
I'm finishing up my...
Thank you.
Mr. Herman, you're out of time.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just read into the record my last...
Please do not disrupt the meeting. That's the second time I've told you.
What does that mean?
Thank you very much. Do we have any public comment on our virtual platform for item number 2?
We do not, President Garcia. That concludes commentary on item number 2.
Great. Thank you. I do want to, and I want to thank our speaker for making us do this. There was a typo on the agenda. It is actually $8,144,000. So I'm going to read the item into the agenda, which is an administrative item specification. Please, no interruptions. We're in the middle of the meeting. Thank you. Specification submitted for board adoption and authorization to advertise for the invitation of bids in Council District 13. Los Angeles Glendale Water Reclamation Plant Sodium Hypochlorite Facility Relocation Capital Improvement Project 4200, Work Order SCL 11212 for an estimate amount of $8,144,000. Bid receipt May 24, 2023. Is there a second to my motion to approve this item? Thank you, Commissioner Corson. TJ Knight, there's a first by me and a second by Commissioner Corson to approve item number 2.
Very good, and we'll take a roll call vote on item number 2, starting with you, Madam President.
Aye.
Commissioner Corson.
Aye.
And Commissioner Reyes.
Aye.
All ayes, the item is approved.
Thank you very much. Moving on to item number 3, and we do have public comment. Mr. Greenspan?
Did you have an oral presentation first?
No, sir.
Okay, I just wanted to. Mike Greenspan, and I'm still not going back to Florida, so you'll have to put up with me. Well, oh boy. Update on major upcoming street improvement projects. I guess you guys must not know where the San Fernando Valley is located, because pothole after pothole after pothole. Well, I live off Lankershim, so just go right through all those potholes. Some make the news and some don't. I guess the ones in the basin and on freeways make the news. The ones in the valley don't exist, because most politicians think they've been to the valley because they went to Ventura Boulevard to go to the Carney hot dog place like Bass did the day before her election to mayor. No, folks, there's a lot of roads in the valley. Just let me give you a quick lesson. If you were to put the San Fernando Valley, comparing it to other places, you would have 3.5 San Franciscos in that San Fernando Valley. So there are a lot of streets, but we don't seem to care about them. The proof's in the pudding. Well, what kind of proof is it? Pothole proof, that's what. No, it's not pothole proof, but the proof is in the fact that the valley is full of potholes. I wish street services would come out and fix stuff. On the way here, I got off at the Civic Center station at the First Street exit, and what did I do? Down the street from where the LA Times moved out, because the rent was too high, and they moved to Culver City, that road's closed, because they're fixing it. All right, so you have to close some roads. I just wish they would come out to the valley and fix our roads and our potholes. And I see I'm coming to an end. Fix our roads.
2 minutes.
We have a speaker with the name of H.
H, bitch, for improvement projects. Well, in CD14, where I formerly used to live, a lot of the streets there are undrivable. And we wonder why we can't figure this not blessed curse of potholes and fucked up streets and fucked up corridors, because when you write an estimate for $8,000 and oops, I fucked up, water recycling costs a lot more than that. I think.
Stay on topic, please.
Yeah, I'm giving an illustration of an estimate where you fucked up, and Mr. Greenspan figured it out for you. You fucked up, and God hates fags and fang-doomed nations. And the reason why we're doomed, because the ADA prohibits discrimination. And so far, your fucked mayor hasn't fucked a good reason why she fucking not fixing the blessed Bureau of Street Services to fix our fucking streets. We pay taxes, we pay for our tags to drive on fucking safe pedestrian streets, and you white niggers too continue to be like Snyder versus Phelps, 562 U.S. Jordan 443. And the reason why I can say this, because I'm a white nigger too. And all I want, not blessed, but I want a sidewalk that's safe to walk on. I want a street to drive over with no potholes. And I want your fucking bureau to fill in every fucking pothole based on what Carrot Ass said. I'm doing it one base at a time.
TJ, do we have any public comment on a virtual platform?
President Garcia, we do not. That concludes our commentary on item number 3.
Okay, public comment is closed for item number 3. Who do we have here this morning? Welcome, sir. This is item number 3, status update on major upcoming street improvement projects, Bureau of Street Services.
Good morning, President Garcia, Commissioners, Bureau Representatives, and Mr. Knight. My name is Gary Brandt, a superintendent with the Street Renewal Division of Streets LA. This information is being provided to keep the public informed on upcoming resurfacing projects and to minimize the impact on the community as well as delays. For additional information or concerns, you can contact our coordinating section for the Street Renewal Division at 213-847-3200. There are no major street projects scheduled in the metro or valley regions during the week of 4/16/23 through 4/22/23. However, we will provide an update on our 22-23 pavement preservation program. During the week of April 16th through April 22nd, 2023, the Valley and Metro regions will complete 11 projects for a total of 8.14 lane miles. The press releases were distributed and notifications have been issued. Streets LA has coordinated with council offices to assist with the outreach to stakeholders. We have coordinated with the Los Angeles Department of Transportation for traffic control assistance. This information is also available on the Streets LA website, streetsla.lacity.org, using the Resurfacing Open Projects icon. This concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Have a good rest of the day.
Thank you.
Moving on to item number 4, and we do have speaker cards for item number 4. Mr. Greenspan?
Mike Greenspan, in the words of Pauly Shore, I'm back. You know, the first couple items, we had an inkling of what they were cost-wise. Well, we had an error on the second one. Oh,
Mr. Greenspan, can you stay on topic, please?
I'm segueing it. Now we come to items 3 and items 4. And we don't really have much information. I mean, certain things, maybe updates, should be what is being finished. When we are updating and dealing with money, how much is it costing? Are we over our budget? Are we within our budget, or maybe miraculously under budget? That always gives some good credibility to be under budget. But I don't know. Oh, by the way, do we only have 2 people here? Does that mean we don't have a quorum right now? Are we officially not a quorum?
The topic is La Gloria.
Well, I'm just saying, how can we have a topic of any type if there is no quorum? The meeting is not legal.
Madam President,
Go ahead, sir.
I suggest we put a pause in his time and allow Commissioner Corsan to return.
Go ahead.
So we're pausing your time, sir.
Okay.
What kind of fucking shakedown is this?
Please,
When you don't have a car, madam,
we're on pause right now.
Time out.
Well-
Quiet. There we go.
I have no...
Sir, your time is paused. You'll have a minute
Thank
as soon
you.
as we
I-
officially restart.
All right. I'm real funny about quorums, so, because you cannot legally do business without a quorum.
Please proceed with your comments now.
Okay.
You have a minute.
Anyway, I'm sure that we'd like to know about the La Gloria relocation status update as far as, are we on time? Are we overtime? Not mean overtime, time and a half labor, but overtime as far as behind schedule. Are we under budget? Are we within budget? Or are we over budget? These are very important issues, and they need to be open, above board. In Florida, we'd call it in the sunshine. I don't know what you would call it out here, but transparent. Yeah, that's the word. Arnold used to talk about transparency, and it's a great word, makes wonderful rhetoric, but there's a reality that it doesn't happen. In fact, what killed it years ago when Arnold, something about these girly men in the legislature. Thank you.
We have another public speaker comment with the letter A.
Yeah, for the record, do we have a quorum? I see 1, 2,
Mr. Herman,
3.
your time is running.
With the absence of
This is about La
Teresa
Gloria.
and Mike. Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. What's your fucking rush? I got a full 2 minutes of my time. under BPW Fuck Fat Gloria 2023-0215, Fat La Gloria. The status update by the Bureau of Engineer. Well, as you see, I'm wearing my engineer vest today, orange, because I represent engineering. And under the process of the relocation of La Gloria, I suspect that you're going to pay for emotional damages for employees who are lost of a job due to the relocation. In addition to that, I think a stiff fine should be enforced by the damages caused by this relocation, and a true estimate. You know, we don't want to say it's 8,000 when it's 8 million, or it's going to be a 1 billion relocation because our fucking dumbass mayor fucked up, or the fucking president that runs this donkey show fucked up. The same way we didn't have a quorum when Mr. Vaughn walked to the restroom without saying timeout because we don't have a quorum. That's why God hates you and you're going to hell on this moral conduct. So let us do the business for the people known as Angelinos. Because Angelinos, like myself, when I grew up, there was a La Gloria down there on the east side where they sold tortillas. And as a kid, I loved going through there and smelling all the tortillas and eating all that delicious food from La Gloria. But
Wrap
like,
up. You're at 2 minutes. Wrap up.
Wrap it up? All right. So God hates you. Thank you, Fag Doom Nation.
Mr. TJ Knight, do we have any public comment on our virtual platform?
We do not. That concludes public commentary on item 4 this morning.
Thank you very much. Mr. Jimenez, good morning, welcome. This is item number 4 on La Gloria relocation status update, Bureau of Engineering.
Good morning, thank you. So this is the first quarterly update where we changed from a monthly update to a quarterly update. And I'm happy to report that we've overcome or we've met some important milestones in terms of where we are with the relocation. We've gotten approval from Health and Safety, which is a huge milestone, and the design is complete subject to minor modifications. We've removed one of the columns within the tortilla factory that is the replacement side that was necessary to accommodate one of the new tortilla lines that's going to be moved in. And we're in the final stages of getting building and safety approval. One of the challenges that we have moving forward is that in order to get UL approval of the electrical system, we may have to replace the switchgear. And the challenge there will be that the equipment may be delayed in terms of delivery. If we can't, what we're trying to do now is trying to modify the equipment, but if it doesn't pass UL inspection, we'll have to replace it, which was anticipated anyway. So in terms of the budget, we don't expect a lot of changes in terms of the budget. The schedule may change depending on the delivery of the equipment. That concludes my report. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank you very much. Any questions, colleagues? Seeing none, I don't have any questions, but I guess my big question is, is there a time frame now that the actual location will now be vacant? Are we looking, is there
Yes.
something in the foresight?
So the next steps are going to be that once we get the final approval from Building and Safety, the project will be sent out to bid for the actual construction. And we expect the construction to take 6 months, subject to the delivery of the equipment that I just mentioned.
Okay.
So we're looking at December 2023. So they should actually move out at the end of this year.
Okay, and at this time, they're still running their business at their current site?
No changes at all.
No changes, perfect, I know that. Okay, thank you, Mr. Jimenez, I appreciate your time. I don't see any other questions, hearing none. Thank you, have a good rest of the day.
Thank you. Have a good weekend, everybody.
You too. All right, Mr. TJ Knight, does that conclude today's agenda items?
Yes,
And
President
have
Garcia.
we cleared the
does-
desk?
Yes, we have cleared the
Okay.
items. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much, colleagues. It is now 10:57, Friday, April 14th, and this meeting is now officially adjourned, and we will be canceling management meeting. Thank you.